running on the islands off of New York.
I didn't know there were wild horses still existed.
Pardon me?
I didn't know those wild horses still existed.
Yes, wild horses still exist. They live. The ones that live on the East Coast they were in boat wrecks, in shipwrecks. They came off the boats and they swam to the islands to shore to safety, and that's where they lived forever after. So in the turn of the century, now what's the turn of the century? Yes?
When the century starts changing.
That's right. So in the 19th century, so in 1900, there were over 1 million wild horses in the Americas. How's that? Did you hear that number? That's huge. That's more people than are in Aptos, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Today there are less than 25,000 wild horses. And a lot of that is because the United States, one of the bureaus has decided to round them up. And they're rounding them up, capturing from their herds, and moving them off their lands into holding areas because they want the land for themselves. They want the land for the cows and for the ranchers to graze. Yeah. Pardon me? I couldn't. I guess you could.
It might taste like beef.
Horse meat tends to be used. Horse meat tends to be used as dog food, but those of us who own horses would never ever think of having a horse's meat ever, because they're like family. Yeah.
In France, they usually eat horses.
I had a business in Paris, and I didn't get horse anywhere in Europe. I didn't get offered horse. Generally, people don't eat horse. It's people who just don't care about animals that end up eating horses. So wild horses, there's 25,000 today. Now, wild horses are gorgeous animals, all right? They are beautiful because they have all these different lines coming into them. And wild horses, how do you think horses live together in the wild?
Packs. They're packs.
Okay, what's the word for a pack of horses? A herd. Who said a herd? Bingo. Horses live in a herd, right? Now, a herd, what's a herd like? What do you have that's like a herd?
A family.
A family, that's right. A herd is a family. So let's talk a little bit about who's in a wild herd. Okay, now number one, most important dude in a wild herd. Who's the most important guy in a wild herd?
The king. The alpha.
What do you call him?
Captain Alpha.
No. What's a wild? Oh.
You call it a dad in real life, and in dogs you call it an alpha, and in horses I do.
Okay, guys.
An alpha male.
No.
The dominant male.
No. It's a stallion, you guys.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That one, yeah. Oh, that one. Stallions are, who said daddy? Who said daddy? A bunch of you guys said daddy. Stallions are the daddy of the family, right? They watch over the family to make sure they don't get in trouble, right? If somebody picks on you from another herd, they stand up for them. They act as a daddy, and that's about all they do. They watch over and they take care of the herd, all right? That is all they do. Who do you think runs the herd in a wild herd? And by the way, this is true in all horses. Who runs the herd? Who?
Female.
Yeah, but who?
Mare.
Which mare?
The mama mare.
No.
Alpha.
Have any of you ever heard of a bell mare?
No.
No? Okay, a bell mare. Bell mare, very important thing. Bell mare is the mommy. Bell mare is not just the mommy of all the herd, and not mommy in the literal sense. She's the mommy that runs everything. So she is the president, CEO, head, chief of everything about that herd. She's the all right, she's the organized one. The stallion is the one that protects and watches over. Mom, the bell mare, is the one that says, you're going to go get this, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and we're going to move here, and you're going to set up the fire, and you're going to light it, etc., etc. That's what the bell mare does. Yes, ma'am.
And there's one girl and two boys, and the girl kind of bosses them around.
The girl bosses them
and
around.
takes their food and stuff.
That happens. So a bell mare is, do you know what? And now let me tell you why they called it a bell mare. You want to know why? Because they used to put a bell on the head mare's neck, and she would lead the herd into the barn at night, and they would follow her.
Connected to her neck or like
around her neck, or like a rope around her neck, and the bell would ring so they could find her with the bell. But because the herd, whoa, you guys, but because the herd followed her everywhere, they used her to lead to the barn. They used her to lead to food. They used her to lead them wherever they wanted them to go. And that happens in the wild too. In a wild herd, excuse me, can we have one, can we, who's under the table? There you are. Yes, ma'am.
Oliver's the stallion in their herd.
There's really not a stallion in your herd. We're talking more wild herds.
Which are big.
Stallions are big, stallions are mean, and stallions kill other boys.
Fair mare.